everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Friday Night Forex and Chill. It is my great pleasure to have a great friend, a man that I respect a lot. He has an awesome story. He was able to retire himself and his mother before the age of 30. And he was one of my first mentors. I took a boot camp with him that took my trading to another level. And I'm going to let Grant come in and finish introducing him because Grant is one of his great friends. So, Grant, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Gigi. Yes, you're absolutely right. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we're going to have a great Forex and Chill this evening. It is Friday, December the 6th. It's about 10:15. And we're having a special guest who's been on several times. His name is Clint Millien. He definitely is one of my great friends, and he is my first and greatest mentor. He is a master of market structure, and I recommend everyone take a lot of notes tonight. He loves interaction, just like Gigi was saying, and yes, he's got a great story. I want you all to welcome my great friend and mentor, Clint Millien. Clint, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? How's everything? Hey, guys, man. We're partners. You don't have to call me mentor, man. We're past that stage now, right?
True,
We're partners, friends, brothers, sisters. We all that good stuff, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So, where do we start, right? Where do we begin? Well, first, let me introduce myself a little more, right? Just like my good friends Gigi and Grant said, my name is Clint Millien. I am at the age of 30 years old, right, guys? I got introduced to Forex at December 2017 is when I got introduced to Forex. One of my good friends, Rinaldi Mason, was posting up, low profits. But one thing I noticed, he was consistently posting profits, right? And then with me, because at the age of 24, that's when I ran into like my first millionaire mentor. And then so because of that interaction I had at that age, from that age, I always was taught, keep my options open when it comes to, earning additional streams of income. Make sense? So when I saw my friend Rinaldi posting up profits and being very consistent, it's not like he was posting up life-changing profits. It was $50 here, $60 here, $40 here, right? So with me, I instantly started doing the math. So I said, wait a minute, 5 days a week, if I make $50 outside of working my job, right? That's 5 times 50. That's extra 250. That's 250 a week. Times that by 4. That's an extra 1,000. And 1,000 times 12. That's an extra $12,000. Right? Who here would like an additional $12,000 a year?
I would.
Right here.
Right. Think about it like this, right? If you're for whoever works and has a job and everything, right? If your manager, your supervisor, whoever walked in and said, "Hey, come into my office. I really like what you're doing around here. So to your salary, I'm gonna add an extra $12K." A lot of you guys will go to church tomorrow. Lord, listen, man. I've been waiting for this day. I knew you was listening to me, Lord. Please, 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 let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, right? A lot of guys, right? But remember, did I say my friend was posting $1,000 days, $5,000 days? I just say simply, my friend was consistently posting anywhere from $40 to $80 a day. Very consistent. Does that make sense? So that intrigued me, right? So I contacted him immediately because he was a big bro to me growing up. I knew him for over 10 years. And then when I contacted him, right, I even whispered, I'm like, yo, man, what is it that you're doing over there? Right? Because I didn't know if it was legal, not legal, but I didn't care, honestly speaking, right? What is it that you're doing? When he heard me whispering, he was like, man, listen, everything's good over here, bro. You don't have to whisper. This is a legal way to make money. I found how to basically make money while I was asleep. Because a lot of his captions was, it feels good to wake up to such and such, right? Anybody here know who Warren Buffett is? If you know who he is, he said this quote, if you do not find a way to make money while you sleeping, you're going to work until you die. Who signed up to work until they die? I'm pretty sure nobody,
Not I.
right? Everybody here feel like they could do better than just working until you die. Correct? Right? So I linked up with him and said, listen, bro, if you're serious, get in contact with me right away. I don't know if it's for you, but I could share the information with you. I said, man, listen, I'll meet with you today. I met up with him. He showed me the information. It made a lot of sense. I got started on the spot to basically learn about Forex. And then from there, I started my journey. When I first started, I was a professional signal taker. For those of you that don't know who that is, basically you sit around and wait for somebody to say, hey, buy this. Hey, sell this. Hey, buy this. Hey, sell this. That's what you basically wait around for, right? And then, but you don't do nothing on your own, okay? But one night when I was following one of my good friends that was taking his signals, he made about 15 grand in one night, and then he took the rest of the night off. Not the night, the rest of the month off. Me, I was trying to wake up and duplicate a lot of the stuff he was doing. But guess what? I ain't know nothing. It all looked Chinese to me. I know it's Japanese candlesticks, but it looked Chinese to me, right? So, okay, gotta hide this. Give me a second, guys. My computer's updating in the background. All right, perfect. So that's when I made the decision and said, listen, very simple. I never want to be in position again where I have to worry about the next man feeding me and my family. I don't have to depend on that person, right? I rather be able to do this because what's the difference between me and my friend? If he found the way to figure it out that he could give everybody a signal, why I can't find a way to figure it out to be my own signal when I could just make money whenever and however I please. So then that's when I met one of my good friends now, great mentor to me. His name's Stevenson Lindor. He's a documented seven-figure investor in the markets. And then I linked up with him. I said, listen, man, my ribs is touching. I'm hungry. What can you do to help me get to where you at in life? He took me underneath the wing. He taught me everything I needed. And then basically in March of 2018, I was able to fully retire from my job. Okay. Then a few months later, what I was able to do, because I was being consistent, I was putting in a lot of hours on the charts. I was basically killing myself on the charts and everything like that, right? I was able to retire my mom. Is there anybody here that have somebody besides themselves that they would love to retire?
Most definitely.
Right? A lot of you guys probably want to retire your mom, your auntie,
Yes.
your wife, your husband, right? There's a lot of people. Make sense? So I do have a wife as well. She can retire whenever she wants, but she does not want to. You know, woman, y'all a little stubborn, right? She basically want to work her own path, and I totally understand that, and I respect that, right? Because I can only imagine now what she's probably thinking. Hey, man, if I stop working, then Clint's going to be in full control, right? If he says I can't get my nails done this weekend, then I can't get my nails done this weekend. Is that right? So with her, she is now actively learning how to trade as well because she wants to basically do it on her own. And I respect that. That's the type of woman that you would want in your corner. Make sense? Right? So that's basically my story in a nutshell. I'm old. I'm 30 years old. I don't want to tell you the boring part of my stories, right? Back in the day, because I know it's nothing but young folks here. Nobody here is over the age of 25. I don't want to bore y'all with my old folk story, right? So who's ready to hit the charts? If you're ready to hit the charts, hit 111. If you're ready to hit the charts, hit 111. Okay, beautiful. Okay, guys. So one thing I would just like for you guys, like Gigi and Grant said, I love interactions. So that's perfectly fine. You can interact with me, right? But just let me get the flow first of teaching. Obviously, we got a question, ask it, right? But I would rather you ask your question after I'm done analyzing the chart itself. So that way we could, move along. Because Gigi and Grant know, once I commit my time to come on Gigi's platform, right? I give a lot of time anyways. So I would not leave unless everybody gets their stuff answered. Is that fair? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
And Clint, I've
Let's
made
do
you
it.
co-host. I made you
Absolutely.
co-host so you can share your screen whenever you're ready.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, look at this beautiful gold. I'm gonna go over that one.
Bring the heat, bro. Bring the heat.
Today was a beautiful day in the market. I'll tell you that one. All right, beautiful. Share my screen. So I'm going to go over a few moves, okay? A few moves I'm going to go over. Oh my gosh. I don't need to set this up right now. Stop this. Perfect. Hopefully notifications don't be popping up all night. All right, good. I'm gonna go over a few moves, right? That I would love for you guys to really focus on. Okay? I would love for you guys to truly focus on these moves because these are going to be some big moves upcoming. All right? If you don't focus on any other pairs, any other thing, focus on some of these moves that I'm going to show you guys. All right? So, first of all, what type of trader am I? Okay? I am a swing trader. Okay? The reason why I love being a swing trader is because it truly gives me a peace of mind. Who here would rather headaches trading or rather trade with a peace of mind? Which would you rather? Having a
Peace
headache?
of mind.
Peace of
Peace of
mind.
mind. Peace of mind.
Would you rather set it and forget it or set it and keep looking?
Set and forget it.
Set and
Forget it.
Set and forget it, right? Wait,
Set it and forget it.
do you got? And when I say set and forget, I don't mean like set and forget it for 5 minutes and they go running back, right? Because I know a lot of guys, man. Y'all set a trade and then within 5 minutes, y'all see a little red, y'all start panicking. Who is that? Who's that person in this chat? Be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves tonight, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely me.
Who's that person? In order to grow as a person, you have to first recognize your what?
Right.
Your flaws, right? In order to grow as a person, you have to recognize your flaws, right? So who has that? Right? Once you put in a trade every 10 minutes, let me check my phone. I got to see what's going on. Why is it not moving yet? I thought they said it was going to drop right now. Who's that person in this chat? Nobody? So, Gigi, you brought a different crowd tonight. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. So I'm a swing trader. The reason why I like swing trading, because one, it puts me in position to go for big moves. Basically, if the move is not 100 pips or better, then I don't go for the move, okay? I don't even look to enter the market. That's one, right? And secondly, reason why I like swing trading, because like I said earlier, it really gives you a peace of mind where I could check my phone every 4 hours. Make sense? Because I'm looking for a bigger move. So I know the move is not going to happen right away. I just literally set my stop loss, know how much money I'm risking, and go about my day. Do I lose sometimes? Of course. But I'm not emotionally attached to no money or no numbers that's on my screen. Make sense? So before we even start drawing a trend line and stuff like that and going into my style of trading, let's get into some trading mindset, okay? I always tell everybody all the time, there's a few of my private people here. I'm not training you to be the best trader in the world. I know a lot of people like, why did Gigi bring this guy here then? I'm not training you to be the best trader in the world. But I will train you to be one of the greatest investors in the world. Right? What does that even mean? Okay. How many times you guys won about 5 trades in a row and then one trade wipe out all your wins?
Hey, Clint, I thought you wasn't gonna tell nobody, man.
A couple times that happened. Happened a couple times.
Right? Think about that, man. How many times? Does that make you a good investor? Where, right? Because think about it. As far as trading, if you win 5 in a row and lose one, your record is 5-1. On paper, you're a good what? You're a good trader. Yes?
Yes.
But as an investor, you suck. And Gigi, how much do I have to watch my mouth? 'Cause I know it's on YouTube.
It's after dark. You're good.
You sure? Okay, because I don't want you to get flagged and stuff on YouTube. I want you to get those good ads, right? So you suck as an investor. You should never in one move wipe out damn near all your wins. Okay? So when it comes, let me move this here, right? Let's bring this up here. Okay? Boom. I know a lot of people in the world, right? They'll risk about 30 to 50 pips in order to gain 10 pips. Have anybody ever heard of people like that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect, right? I just want to get some yeses so people know I'm not lying, okay? Okay. Now, let's say every week we take 10 trades, okay? And we win 7 trades. I mean, we lose 7 trades. I'm going to take the smallest number, okay? 7 times 30. What I'm saying. No, we win 7 trades. 7 times 30. 7 times 10, right? Equals how many pips? How many pips?
7.
70 pips, right? Now I'm going to take the smallest number. 3 times 30 equals what?
90. I mean, yeah.
90, right? So now I'm going to take my 70 pips, right? And I'm going to minus my 90 loss. How did I end the week?
Negative.
Negative what?
Lost 20.
Negative 20, right? How many
Mhm.
there is in a month? About 4. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
20 times 4 give you what?
80.
80, right? Negative 80. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Did you have a good month trading?
No.
But you're winning 70% of your trades. Oh, I heard a cricket.
Hmm.
Wow, that was perfect timing. You won 70% of your trades. So are you a good trader?
No.
Numbers wise, you won 70% of your trades. You're a good trader?
You're a good
No.
trader, but not a good investor.
Right?
3 trades out, number to 7.
Huh?
You're a good trader, but not a good investor.
Horrible investor. Does that make sense? That's not even, let's just say horrible. Negative 80, right? And remember, I took the smaller number. What if I would have took 50? Make sense? So you're risking, your risk to reward is horrible. Who here feel they could get 10 pips in the market?
I can now.
Me, I can.
You can, right?
I can.
Even my daughter, I gave her my phone one time. She caught herself playing in my phone and thought she was playing the trading game and pressed buy. She caught 10 pips. Right? And she's 8 years old. She didn't know what she was doing. Good thing I caught it in time because it would have been ugly. right? But she caught 10 pips by not even knowing what she doing. Make sense? Now, what if I told you if you had a better risk to reward, right? Let's say this. Let's say you're risking 25 pips in order to gain 100 pips. Okay? So you're risking $25 in order to gain 100. Does that sound like a good trade?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna leave this up here. Now, who here watches sports? Could I use a basketball as an analogy for this one?
Yes.
Okay, great. Do y'all know that little light-skinned kid that played for the Golden State Warriors is number 30?
Curry.
Because
Oh, my Trinidadian spoke fast. Curry chicken, right? So with that being said, right? What are they saying about him? He's one of the greatest whats?
3-point shooters.
Shooters.
3-point shooters to ever lace it up. Ever. Right? Top 3, and some people make an argument as number 1. Okay? Steph Curry shoots 43% from the floor. So what does that mean? Does he make more than he misses, or he makes less than he misses?
Less.
So he misses more than he makes.
Yeah, less.
Right? Let's just use a nice round number, 40%. Right? So for every 10 3-pointers he shoot, on average, he's going to make what?
4.
4.
4. Okay? And a couple of years ago, Steph Curry signed a contract for $200 million. Who would like that?
Me.
Me.
And he's saying that he's the best, but he misses more than he do what?
He hits.
Right? Anybody here know anything about baseball?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's on first?
I play professional baseball.
Who's that? What's your name?
Matt Malkin.
Matt, let me ask you a question, big man. Right?
Let's do it.
If you bat 400 in baseball, what they paying you?
Oh, man. Big time contract.
Yeah,
400 million.
Give me a number. What? Say that again?
400 million over 10 years.
Wow. Did y'all hear that number? And that's coming from a professional baseball player. Right? How much are they looking for you to bat? To get a decent contract and keep a game and keep a job in the major leagues? How much? He disappeared on me?
You got at least a 250.
Huh?
I hit the mute. Sorry.
It's okay. How much are they looking for you?
You got to be hitting at least above 280.
Above 280.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you hit 300, you're one of the good guys, right?
Yeah. You fail seven times out of 10.
Perfect, right? So Matt told me that if I go play baseball and I hit the ball 4 times out of 10, they're going to pay me $400 million. Who here will sign up for that?
Everybody.
Huh?
Everybody.
Me. Everybody. Me.
Some of you, I don't even watch baseball, but sign me up right now. That makes sense? Let me tell you guys something, right? You know what it is? When we come to trading, we think we have to be perfect. And let me use this analogy with you guys, right? Anybody here went to school at any time in their lives?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anytime. I don't care what grade level. I don't care if you got a PhD. I don't care if you got a master's. It doesn't matter to me what you have. Did anybody ever go to school at any time in their life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So, when you get an 80 in your class, right? What are some of the remarks that you get?
Above average.
Above average. What's some things your teachers and parents are telling you?
Needs improvement.
Good, but you could have did better.
Wait, say that again.
You did
Needs
good, but you
improvement.
could have did better.
You did good, but you could have did what?
Better.
Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. Whenever I got an 80, I thought I was the man, okay? I was hardly in class, right? So when they say you could have did better, I said, well, you're probably right, but I don't know how I did it, but I'm glad I did it. 80. Be happy with that one, right? What happened when you get a 90? What's some of the marks you get?
Good job.
Good
Really
job.
good job.
Right? But let's be real, right? I got a few 90s, believe it or not. You know what my mom said?
You could have did better.
Say that again.
Do better.
You could have did better.
Could have did better, right? How about when you get 100? What are you saying?
They say I cheated.
How'd you do that? I need some extra points.
Wait. Who? Say that again? What happened?
You can do it all the time.
You can do it all the time,
I
right?
get told that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? Or
That's your job.
that is your job. Hey, Liz, right? Don't you know what my mom had the nerve to tell me when I brought home 100? Listen,
If you can get 100, you can get 105. Because that's what I say to my kids.
look, there you go. I got it in the room. Why didn't you pick up some extra credit?
Exactly.
Teacher's pet.
Why didn't you? What? And 100, you're supposed to, that's basically supposed to mean you got a perfect, right? So from kindergarten all the way to whatever level of school you're going through, right? We've been taught in our lives, in order to be successful, you got to be as close to perfect, or if not perfect, as possible. Does anybody disagree with me?
Nope.
We
Facts.
got that kind of pressure on everything these days.
Facts. Yeah.
I'm assuming the silence means everybody agrees with me, right?
No.
Okay. So what if I average a 98 one semester? You know what my mom was focused on? Instead of focus on the 98, you know what she would focus on? The 2% I didn't get. Does that make sense? Because even the closer we get to perfection, it's like, hey, you was almost there, so why didn't you do it? Right? So think about that mentality. Think about that mindset, right? That we've been taught from kindergarten all the way to whatever level. Now we come to Forex, right? Do you think some of that mentality is still there? Think about it like, who here have ever been on a losing streak? I'll say me. Anybody else been on a losing streak?
I.
Me too.
Me?
Most definitely.
Me?
It sucks when you do a losing streak, don't it?
Yes.
You're like,
Yes, it does.
what the heck am I doing wrong? Right? So our brain automatically go, wait a minute, man. You're losing more than you're winning. You must suck at this, right? Or what we started gun for is we have to win every single trade. Because if we don't have a high winning percentage, what's going to happen to our account? Who can tell me? What's going to happen to our account?
It's going to deplete.
A high winning percentage. Right? So we bring that same mental to trading. And then every time you get a loss, what do you do to yourself? Kick yourself in the behind sometimes. Right? You kick yourself in the behind sometimes. Like, man, what's going on with me? Right? So now let's take a 40% win rate. Okay? 40%. Because my friend Matt said if you bat 400 in baseball, right? If you bat 400 in baseball, you'll get 400 million. And Steph Curry made 400. He shoots 40% from three. They gave him $200 million. So let's use that in trading, okay? So we're risking $25 in order to gain $100, right? Everybody's with me? So we're going to lose 6 trades. That's going to equal about 150. Everybody correct me if my math is wrong, right? We're going to win 4 trades. And that's going to equal about 400. Okay? We're going to take our wins. We're going to subtract our losses. And then we're going to end up with 250. How many weeks there is in a month? About 4. How did we end this month?
Nice.
Profits.
How did we end this month?
Profitable.
Right. What can 1,000 pips do for you and your family?
A lot.
Right. Depending on your capital, 1,000 pip can equal $100, $1,000, or 10 grand plus, depending on your capital. What could an extra $1,000 do for you and your family? But are we winning or losing more?
We're losing more.
Say that again.
We're losing 60% of our trades.
So why the person that's winning 70%? Not saying you can never win 70% here. I'm just showing you that you can suck as a trader, right? But if you look to be a great investor, obviously don't completely suck at a trader. You got to learn the skill and stuff like that. I'm showing that you can lose more than you can win, and you can still be a profitable trader. Who here have ever told you guys this before? Besides me, if y'all heard me say this before. Have anybody ever told you guys that? That y'all could lose more than you win and still be profitable?
No.
Yes.
No.
I've heard
No.
it before.
Make sense? You could be positive 1,000 pips. So, 250 pips a week. How you could break it down however you want. 2 trades, 1 trade out 100 pips, 1 trade out 150 pips, 5 trades at 50 pips. Catching the pips is catching the pips. Make sense? That's why I always like to talk about this now, because I don't want nobody to put that added pressure on themselves that, hey, if I'm not winning 80, 60% of my trades, right? If I'm not perfect, I can't make this happen. Okay? Let's play with this number some more. Okay? What if we lost 7 trades? This number changes to what? 175? We lost 3, right? Because Matt said if you bat 300, you can have a job in baseball, right? So this is 300. Okay. 300 minus 175 equals 125 a week equals 500 pips positive. Depending on your capital, that could be 50 to 5,000 plus. Are we winning more than we losing?
Nope.
Let's break it down some more. What if we lost 8? This number changes to what? 200. This number changes 200. We all know that basically cancels out, right? Because 200 minus 200 equals 0. Okay. As an investor, did you have a good trading month?
No.
You didn't lose money.
Yes, because you didn't lose money.
Right? As an investor, right? Your number one job as an investor, always remember that, is to protect your capital. Protect your capital is your number one job as an investor. Of course, nobody wants to say, hey, man, I traded a whole month and I ain't make no pips. but you traded a whole month and you didn't lose no money neither. Is that good?
Yes, because too many people are blowing accounts.
Think about how many months that we lost money, right? So we could find a month that we didn't lose no money. Is that a win?
It's a positive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now, in order for you to be a loser for the month, how many trades do you need to lose out of 10?
Three.
Huh?
You only need to win one.
You only need to win one. You could lose all 9 trades and still be ahead.
No, just kidding.
No, you'd be just down by 1.
Be down. Wow. Who here, if you bought home a 40 to your mama, how red would your behind be?
Very.
Wouldn't be able to sit down.
Wait a minute, y'all ain't get what? Let me stop. Let me stop talking to my mama like that in public. I thought everybody got weapons. I said, now
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to sit down.
40? A 40. What if you scored a 40? What's some of the things your teachers would say?
You better pick up a broom and mop.
Does that make sense? Over here, look, you can literally lose. You would have to lose 9 out of your 10 trades to be negative. How bad of a trader would you have to be?
Terrible.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad, right? But over here, how good of a trader do you need to be good?
Almost perfect.
Say that again.
Almost perfect.
So you see how everything come back full circle? So keep that in mind when you're going on your journey. If your journey started already, keep that in mind now. If your journey just started, keep that in mind. The last person to walk this earth that was perfect was who?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, right? Is any of us here Jesus? If your name Jesus, it don't count.
No.
No, right? Perfect. Okay. Boom. So remember, what is our number one job as investors?
Protect our capital.
Your capital.
Our second job as investors is to make money. First job, protect the money. Second job, make money. Let me ask a broad question. Stop losses, are they there to protect you or hurt you?
Protect.
Protect
you.
Protect.
What'd you say?
Protect us.
Protect. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. How many of you guys here trade with no stop loss? Ooh, room got silent.
Apparently me.
But everybody just said this here to protect us. What's the purpose of a stop loss?
Protect your capital.
Yeah. How?
Protect your money.
How does it protect?
Make sure that you are guaranteed that you know exactly what you're going to lose if your trade doesn't go in the direction you expect it to.
Say that again for the people that just came in from church. Are you scared to talk now?
Say that again.
Yeah.
Repeat.
That's over.
Say it again. Okay.
Yeah.
The stop loss is there to make sure that you know precisely what you're going to lose in the event that the trade doesn't go in the direction that you expected it to.
Perfect, right? How many times a trade done licked our stop loss and then went in our direction?
A lot of times.
A lot of times.
Too many.
Makes you want to take your laptop and do what with it? Take your phone and do what, right? Do y'all think that ever happened to me before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
How do you think I feel when that happens?
Bad.
You
Whoa.
don't expect it to. You're prepared for it.
Don't say bad, right? Not bad. A little angry, right? Sometimes I gotta check if I still got a warranty on this laptop. If we catch my drift, right? But guess what? At the end of the day, right? It's going to be that one time, which I know that happened to you guys before, where you don't put a stop loss. And then be like, man, why trade with a stop loss when it's just going to wick my stop loss anyways and go in my direction? And then it's just going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing. Have that happened to anybody before?
Yes.
I always use stuff.
Yes.
Right? Who here have ever been in over 50 pip drawdown?
50, that ain't
Me.
nothing.
Yes.
120.
Me.
I'd be
Jamie
happy
said he
with
was in a
that.
50-day drawdown.
I was in a 50-day drawdown.
Who here have ever been on 100 pip drawdown?
Yes.
I have.
200 pip
Step
drawdown.
on them toes, preacher.
200 pip drawdown.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
No, look, I'm not going to go more than that. And then the whole time, you know what we're doing? We're getting on our hands and knees. Lord Jesus, is a fire. Could you please help me get up out of this?
Yeah.
I swear I'll use a stop loss next time.
Yep.
If you just bring price to my entry, Lord, I don't even need no money. I'll be perfect. Right? What if I tell you when you do stuff like that, it psychologically messes you up? Want to know?
Yep.
Want to know why? Right? So boom, that happens to you, right? And then now you finally get a good trade, right? It's going your way. But the moment you see a little bit of blue, what are you doing to your trade?
You're closing them out.
Cashing out.
Cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Why is it that we hold on to our losses more than we are winners? That's why some of us is in some bad relationship that we in today. I know. I must have punched somebody in the gut. I apologize.
Clint, I'm about to hang up.
I apologize.
Hello.
Not no more. I'm reformed.
I apologize. Gigi know me for a while now. Gigi, what I was doing to pairs? What I was doing to certain pairs?
Well, when you first started,
Yeah, what was I doing to certain pairs?
getting in the wrong way at the wrong time.
All right, wrong time, right? And then when I noticed I was losing some money on certain pairs, what I did to them?
Jumped in the reverse direction. You threw it in reverse.
No. Remember, I was like, hey,
like USD Swiss franc, we broke up with certain pairs.
I deleted this pair.
Yep, he deleted from his MT4. Same way I'm with USD Swiss franc.
It got to a point Gigi said, what the hell do you trade? Right? You know what I love when I meet some of you guys? Hey, man, I love gold. Okay, perfect. How much money you made off gold? You know, I don't really make no money from it. I actually gave gold about $5,000 this year, but I love it though. Why? Why?
Crazy.
I was deleting pairs left and right. Forget this one. Forget this one. I don't care about this one. Make sense? I love gold. I love this. Okay, man. So you must be catching consistent pitch from it. Nah, man. But I just love it though. Make sense? We get to hold on. We hold on to our losses. We'll swing our losses for 50 days and 50 nights. And swing our winners for 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Is that a good thing to do?
It's coming back. I know it will.
Yeah, I know. We all been there before, right? Right. Look, we're bringing some of our relationship ideal. Don't you see how psychology all comes into play? Right? How long we been holding on to that ex that has nothing but toxic to us, men and women? Right? And then what it keep doing? Draining. Basically draining our account. Right? But once we get that good person, man, this one's too good to be true. I'm up out of here. I just got that good old dinner. I know he held the chair out for me and everything like that, but nah, ain't no gentleman like that. I'm out. You cut him loose. Or cut her loose. She want to pay for my haircut. Nah, a woman like that don't exist. Cut her loose. Right? Same thing in Forex, right? So our job as traders, very simple. It's to bot send price and react to it. Okay, write that down. Our job as traders is very simple. Bot send price and react to it. Okay. One of the reasons why I do not go for small moves, I go for 100 pips or better. It's simple, right? Every time we press buy or sell, what do we do to our money?
Risk it.
Yes. We put a small percentage of our capital, right? Small percentage of our capital. There's a reason why I'm repeating that. In order to gain a ROI. Who knows what ROI is?
Return on investment.
Very simple. Return on our investment. Okay. So if you're going to put your money at risk, doesn't it make sense to put it for a bigger move?
Yeah.
If no matter what, you're going to risk your money anyways. Right? What if I came to each and single one of you guys, right? But act like it's an individual, one-on-one. I'll come to your house with guns, some flexi, what's this things called, Gigi? Because you're in the military. When you don't use handcuffs, them white plastic things. When you restrain. Zip ties. Perfect. There you go. Right? I come with some black gloves and some ski masks and stuff. So listen, man, we are going to rob this bank right here, and our payout is going to be $5,000 each. Who would go on that robbery with me?
Nope, that ain't enough.
What did you say?
Risk to reward is not any good. We don't want that deal.
Okay. Nobody would come on that ride. $5. Man. Excuse me, sir. What do you mean? I'm not going. You on your own with that one, right? But what if I came to you and said, "Listen, man, our payout is 30 million each." Who would consider it? Don't get yourself indicted. This is going on YouTube.
I'm down.
Consider it, right? Just consider it. You won't do it for real, but you would consider it, right? Because then you think about the time that you would get. Like, you know what? There's only about 5 years if we don't let the gun off. Yep. So it'd be good. Yep. That'll be worth it.
White side, terrible.
Make sense? 30 mil. Then you're considered. Then maybe you might put, your time, freedom, at risk in order to make the 30 mil. So same thing with trading, right? Why put your money at risk for such a small move? Because if you lose, right, you're still going to take the same loss anyways. But if you win, what is your reward? Very high. Me, I will always show you guys the bigger move.
Mom's going home by 12 o'clock instead.
I will always show you guys the bigger move. Now it's up to you guys to decide how much of that move that you want. Okay? Who here like their grandmama's pie? Nobody? Oh my God.
Me?
Lord. Nobody likes your grandmother pie? Your mama's pie?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on now. Don't
Everybody don't eat pie.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I see what you did there. Okay. Right? So there's going to be days where you come in and your grandma made some pie and you're going to eat the whole pie by yourself. You're sitting on the couch, you're watching whatever you watch. Next day, you know, you dive your fork in for another one. You notice the whole pie gone. Then there's going to be days when you come in and be like, you know what? I just want a small slice of the pie. Make sense? So now, I will always show you the bigger move. Now, whatever, how much of the move you want is what you decide. If I show you 400 pip move and you only want 150 out of it, did you do anything wrong? Not at all, right? Boom. Boom. Our job, traders, bots and price, react to it. How do we put ourselves in position to catch these big moves? We got to know the three most important time frames. And that's the monthly, weekly, and daily time frame, because it shows you the overall picture of the market. Okay? So now every line we draw in our chart simply tells us a story. Every line we draw in our chart simply tells us a story. Does that make sense? Now, whenever price touched this blue line down here, what direction did price go?
To the upside.
To the upside.
Upside. So if price were to ever make its way down here again, which direction would be looking to go?
Back up.
Up. Back up.
Now, over here, whenever price touched down here, up here, what direction did price go?
Down.
Down.
Where did price go? So now, if price make its way back up here again, what direction are you looking for price to go?
Down.
Down, right? Are we being simple so far?
Yes.
Right? One thing about me, I would never try to overcomplicate Forex to sound like I got a PhD. I would make it as simple as possible. Would you rather make money complicated or would you rather make money easy?
Give me some easy money.
Easy money. Easy money.
Easy.
Perfect. So now we start off on the highest time frame, work our way down. A lot of people probably say, hey, Clint, why are we just focus on this area? So within this range right here, don't you think we have enough data to make some money within this range?
Yeah, you on the monthly.
Right? Do we care what happened here when Jesus was born?
No.
No.
You know what? I'm done.
No, we don't.
No.
Because I done heard some people out there say, listen, man, this support has been holding since 1846 AD. I'm like, what is that going to do for me today? Make sense? Boom. So our job as traders to box in price and react. Did I say predict? Did I say anticipate? We only supposed to react to price after we box it in. Because every line we draw is a story. Now we're done on the monthly, right? Let's go to the weekly. Perfect. Did our story change from the weekly to the monthly?
No.
No.
Not at all, right? Our story didn't really change. So do you think we need to add an extra story over here?
Yes.
Do we do? Okay, what story?
No.
No.
A trend line.
No, we don't need to add anything.
Okay. Do that again.
Seller.
You don't need to what?
It's telling the same story.
Same story. So do we need to add anything? Not at all, right? We don't need to add it. All right. Boom. So now we're going to work our way down to the daily. Okay. Now, I know some of you guys said a trend line, right? Where a trend line look better on, the weekly, or does it look better on the daily?
Daily.
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 Sometimes people get caught up on, I have to draw something here. Okay. Think about, do I have parents in the room? No parents tonight? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So, how many of you parents used to get mad when your child said, I just had to draw on the wall? I just had to draw on the 65.
Not me.
I just had to draw on your 65-inch TV. I'm sorry. All facts here. My daughter gets crazy. Right? I just had to draw. You don't have to do anything if it's not necessary, right? So on the daily, we could clearly see that we were in a what type of market?
Buying.
Uptrend.
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 And then market. That's the type of market we were in. A trending market. Now, the market has three behaviors. Okay? The behaviors go as following: impulse, correction, continuation. I'm going to repeat that again. Impulse, correction, continuation. Okay? Now, what does that even mean? Whenever you get an impulse in the market is simply telling you what direction the market would like to go. When you get an impulse in the market is simply telling you what direction the market would like to go. When you get a correction in the market is simply telling you it's confirming your impulsive move. And then the continuation simply means money. So if there's no impulse, no correction, there's no what?
There's no money.
No money. Is that simple?
Yes.
Because the impulse tells you what?
Direction.
The direction where the market wants to go.
Your correction tells you what?
It verifies
And then
if you should continue or not.
And then your continuation tells you what?
Money, money, money.
Money, right? So you shouldn't be looking for money unless you get step 1 and 2. Is that correct? Okay. Now, there's some rules associated. When you get an impulse in the market, as the impulse is happening, under no circumstances do you trade against the impulse. Under no circumstances do you trade against the impulse. Right. Under no circumstances do you trade, love you too, against the impulse. When you get a correction in the market, a pattern shall appear. And depending on the pattern you get, will let you know if you get a continuation. Let's use an analogy. Okay? Let's say, lady, guy, whichever one, y'all see somebody very attractive, right? You go to impulsive move to slide in their DM. Hey man, I think you're attractive. I like the person that you stand for. I would really like to get to know you. I made reservations Saturday at 8. Hope you like Italian. Is that something sweet to say to somebody? Right? A lot of ladies like, man, you better come better than that one. Italian. You better fly me to Paris. Right? So, let me ask you guys a question. Do you go to the restaurant Saturday at 8 o'clock and wait for your date to show up?
X no.
It doesn't matter how pretty you think you are or how handsome you think you are. If the person never answered your DM and said, I would like to go, you just wasted gas and time. Make sense? So you got the impulsive move to slide in the DM, and then the person answered you back, and then that led to you two going on a date. So next time you trade with no impulse correction, just imagine yourself sitting at the restaurant hoping somebody will show up. Right? Let me touch your eyes for a second, right? Oh. Okay. Guys, what is this right here?
impulse.
What is this right here?
Correction.
What is that?
Continuation.
Continuation.
What is this right here now?
Impulse.
What is this right here?
Flag.
Correction.
What that led to?
Continuation.
What is this right here?
Impulse.
What is this?
Correction.
Correction.
What that led to?
Continuation.
It came to a key area. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did the market start doing? Dropping.
Consolidating.
Dropping.
Correcting.
Right? But is the market coming down impulsively or correctively?
Correctively.
If this is our impulse and this is our correction, what should we be gearing up to do?
Get them 800 pips.
Continuation.
For the continuation.
Right. One of my private persons, man, they caught this move right here. All of this. All because he recognized this was an impulse and this was a
Correction.
and she knew this on a higher time frame. How does 1,000 pips sound to you?
Like Christmas.
Christmas.
Great.
Perfect. So let's go to a smaller time frame. Let's go 4 hour now. Let's go now that we're on the 4 hour. All right. Everybody agreed. Oops, got the wrong tool. Everybody agreed that
they've changed that roller, man.
Yeah, I like it actually.
Yeah, just like today.
This is technically a downtrend, yes. Every time, every time price, every line that you draw tells a story, right? So touch the top of here, what it do? Drop. It touch here, drop. Touch here, drop. Touch, drop, touch, drop. It came up here. I know on Sunday I told people to look for this buy. This buy actually happened. How many pips did happen? 273. So when I meet up with my private guys, I'm gonna ask y'all that question, right? The famous question, right? And then, but did we break out of this? No, right? So we rejected and made its way back down again, right? But overall, we know that this whole thing serves as what?
Correction.
Correction on the daily.
Correction. And now, on the smaller time frame, where are we coming near?
Daily trend line.
Trend line.
Trend line, right? Every line we draw on the chart tells us what?
Story.
It tells the
story.
Where did it go? Up. Came to the trend line again. Where did it go? Up. The trend line here, it shot up, damn near pips. So now we're working our way to it. So what can possibly happen?
Go up 800 pips.
Right? Perfect. Let's go to the smaller time frame. Let's see what happens here. So on the smaller time frame, okay, one thing I will say is this, right? This was technically an uptrend on the 1 hour. Okay? So I'm seeing a possible one more move to what side? Because this is our impulse. What's happening here?
Correction.
Correction, right? So I'm seeing a possible one more move down to here or to here. Okay? I'm going to explain it to you in a second. So we still have about 90 close to 190 pips for a sell before what happens?
Or that big push up.
Yeah. Now let me explain to you why I said a second point. Okay. Yes, this is our trend line, right? But what's also here? Every time it touched this line here, what happened? It shot up. It shot up. So the reason why I'm saying here, because the only thing is the bottom of this big pattern. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right? So now, when it gets to point A or point B, we have a potential to shoot up again and revisit that blue line that I have. So if it just puts to point A and give us our move, how many pips is that?
70.
570. If
571.
it goes down to point B and shoots up, how many pips do we have?
689.
Minimum.
Mm.
How much of those pips do you need to have a good week, month?
Yeah.
So, should GN be one of the pairs you should be focused on?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right? So we have a small sell for now, right? And then we're going to be gearing up for a big what?
Push up.
Big push up.
Bye.
Forex basics, right? Can a ceiling become a floor?
Yes.
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 Does everybody understand what I mean by that?
Absolutely.
So for a while now, I've been really focused on this area right here, right? Because every time price touched this, which direction did it go?
Rejected.
Down. Where did it go here?
Rejected.
Right? So now what did we finally do?
It became a floor.
It broke it, right? So this whole time we've been working our way to come back and do what to it?
Test it.
Retest.
Bounce.
A smaller time frame. Let's reset our chart. Okay. Oh, it got ugly. Give me a second. Let me move this for now. Perfect. So now, boom. So a key area that I'm highly interested in is 199. You might as well say 200. 199, 200 is a key area. Remember, I told you guys.
Your alerts.
I told you guys a price to focus on. 199, 200. You should really focus on. Right? So once price get in range from, you might as well say 5, from 1995, right? 1992 is ideal. And you're looking at 1984. So what was the three prices I said?
1995, 1992, 1984.
94.
Those are three key areas you said highly pay attention to. Okay? Let me delete this because I know I like to give out clean charts. Gigi, am I giving my charts out?
Go for it. Everybody want this chart. Who wants this chart so you have it for next week?
I do.
Yeah, I want
Bring it
it.
on.
Yes.
Yes, send it.
Yeah, I love it.
This was on my list too. See, Clint, you taught me well. This is my number one pick for the next week or two. Then when it gets to the top, I would love to see a drop all the way back down.
Yeah, but remember, we're about to come to the end of the year, and you know how that, what they like to do, right? Create new highs. Lows. Yeah. Create new highs and lows. Okay. Okay, so does this, okay, you already have the price, right? Y'all need to pay attention to. Repeat those three prices.
Yes, repeat it, please.
Yeah, I forgot the prices already.
1995, 1992, 1984.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to delete this line because I don't like to have, so this is basically what you're looking for here. Okay. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, yes, it is.
So you already have your price points where you need to be setting alerts, right? Okay. There's another pair that I would love for you guys to truly pay attention to as well.
You better not put USD Swiss franc.
Okay. Gigi knows I always talk about that. UCAT is another one, okay? So, guys, work with me. What's my 3 most important time frames and why?
Monthly, weekly, daily.
Monthly, weekly, daily. Why?
You can see the overall trend.
You want over 100 pips.
It tells you what the market's doing.
Overall picture, right? Right? Overall picture of the market, right? What is our job as investors?
Box and
Box
price and
price
react.
Lock in price and react.
Oh, man. No, it's not. Ooh.
Protect our
Protect your profit.
capital.
Protect your money.
Protect,
yeah, I was getting confused. Yeah.
protect our capital and do what?
Protect it and flip
Make
it.
money. Make money.
Protect it and flip it. Yes. Is it up to 12 yet? No, it's not. So I got to. Right? Protect it and flip it. That's it. That's our job as investors. Make sense? So let's say you got into a trade. You was up 60 pips. You put your stop loss at break even, right? You got busy chasing the kids around, doing whatever you do. You come back to your phone. You see you was plus 32 cents. If you have a good day trading.
Yep.
Only 2 people agree that you had a good day trading?
Yes.
We're happy.
Yeah. So one thing I would say, I am not one of those guys, hey man, be happy for your 32 cents. We do not trade for that. Okay? But what I'm saying is, you did your number 1 job as an investor. And that was to do what? Protect your money.
Protect their capital.
See the difference? I'm more the glass is half full guy. Obviously, next time you're in that situation, what would you do?
Movie stop loss.
Yeah, I mean, you did that last time. What would you do a little differently this time?
Set an alert.
Have anybody heard of partial profits?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes?
Secure the bag.
Yes.
Secure percentage. Can you ever go broke taking blues off the table?
Never.
All right. So secure a small percentage and let the rest do what? Ride. Make sense? So we're gonna now. What is our job as traders?
Boxing and price
Box and price and react.
Price and react to it.
Right? Like we got it this time, right? Monthly boxing, right? Are we worried about when Jesus was born?
Only at Christmas. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Not on the charts. Not on the charts.
Are we worried about Moses' sandals? What brand he was rocking?
Nope.
No.
Not at all. No. Do we have enough data here to understand how to make money within this data? Within,
Yes.
right? Every time
Highs and lows.
blue line here, what did the price do?
Sell.
Drop, came close, drop. Over here, what did it do? Rise, right? Every time you drop down a time frame, you're looking to get close and close and close to price. Okay? Over here, we could clearly see what type of trend were we on?
Uptrend.
Uptrend, right?
Uptrend.
What happened to that uptrend?
We broke through.
It broke it down.
It got broken.
And it like it retested.
It broke, right? Okay. So, guys, if you could bear with me, what is this right here?
Impulse.
Impulse.
That's our impulse. What is this right here?
Correction.
What should we be gearing up for?
A continuation.
Continuation.
Okay. Let me touch your guys' eyes. What was this right here?
Impulse.
Impulse.
Correction.
Correction.
Continuation.
What that led to?
Continuation.
Continuation.
How many
A
pips?
big continuation.
Wow.
1,700
Those pips.
Shit, like that about a plane.
You got you guys another question, right? this end pose here, doesn't this look familiar?
Yeah, correct.
Looks very familiar.
But now what happened? We broke out of the pattern and we gave us an impulse. What does the impulse tell you in the market?
Which way the market's going, or
Which way it's going?
What does the correction tell you in the market?
Confirm.
confirms it.
So if this correction is currently confirming it, what should we be gearing up to do?
Sell.
From the top.
Sell, continuation.
Okay, so you guys follow me.
Man, I'm not even gonna have to mark up this weekend.
Beautiful. Right? Me personally, I'm not going to keep this trend line. Okay, I don't want too much stories. But I'm gonna drop down one time frame. Okay, and I'm gonna just simply. Option. Okay, because we already established this was our impulse and this is our correction, right? If you wanted to get a little fancy schmancy, you could bring this over here as our downtrend. Okay? Okay. Now let's go to 4 hour. So I know this Sunday, any more private guys? Oh, no, I'll just wait till Sunday to ask y'all that famous, the $1 million question, right? Okay, so now we know, remember, daily time frame, we are playing within what?
Within a big flag channel.
Right, we're playing within this big correction. Everybody agrees?
Yep.
Yes.
Right? That's what we're doing, right? So on the smaller time frame, we must patiently wait for the market to go where?
To the top or the bottom?
Key areas, right? What are we more interested in, buys or sells?
Sales.
Sell, right? So last time, look what happened here. The market came here, right? You got an impulse, you got a correction, boom. That led to what? A big continuation, got another correction, boom, got a retest, big impulse, came down correctively, came here again, started doing this correction. I told people, hey, be careful for probably one more move up, but it's going to stay within structure, but look to sell off. Okay? Everybody follow that, or did I go too fast? Be honest with me. I guess everybody followed.
Do that one more time, please.
What do you need me to do one more time, love?
The impulse from that lower line, yes.
This is a downtrend. What happened? Impulse, small correction, right? That led to a big continuation. Another correction. That led to what? Continuation. This just gave you a retest. Continuation. This gave you another correction here. Continuation. Then over here, well, remember, we was in a key area, right? We know that every time price came to this area, so I was expecting at least a small move up and then a breakdown. But the market started breaking down already. Okay? So now, what should we expect? Okay? Can everybody here agree, right? Sorry about that. I got my mouse. I don't know how to act. Does anybody here agree that this is an impulse right here?
Yep.
Yes.
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 What I'm expecting here is at least
Reversal pattern.
At least another move. I think I'll use this one right here. I can expect at least another move to what side?
The downside.
Down.
Up.
And then up.
Upside, then
Upside.
down, then down.
And then from up here, this area. Okay. So the key area you really want to focus in on is when price come to 133. You might as well say 133,300. Let me see. Might as well say right here. 133 300. Start paying attention to the price. Okay. When they get to that area, what are you going to be looking to do?
Yeah.
Sell. Sell.
Yeah.
Is that right? Pretty simple, or did I confuse anything?
Simple.
Simple, simple, simple. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay. You can get rid of this. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to draw a box.
Did that before. Got about that same point, pushed up and rejected.
Box. This key range you really want to focus on. When price come up here, you're looking for ultimately this move down and beyond. So from here to here, you're looking at a minimum of how many pips?
280.
282.
But remember, on a higher time frame, this whole thing is a correction, right? So if you catch it from here, you can have a potential. How many pips?
1285.
So I showed you one pair that has a potential 700 pips. I showed you another pair that has a potential 1,000 pips. What does that mean?
That means y'all don't need to be scalping.
I got.
Hey, Clint, can you send us this chart, please?
Yeah, no, no problem.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah? So now let's go to 4 hour. Boom. Okay, so before I send this, right, is this nice and clear for you guys?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nice and clear? Okay, perfect. I'm expecting one more move up. Right?
Clint, in the chat, somebody asked what the stop loss should be.
Me personally, I do not risk over 50. If I got to use more than 50 pips, I wait for a better entry. Right? But your stop loss to always be above structure or above your end post. Okay? So for example, in this case, if you were to catch this move here, let's say you caught it here. Okay? Obviously, we're not going to risk 100 pips.
You're going to be like 5 to 1 because you're going to get 250 over 50.
So let's say we use our maximum pips, 50. We're looking at this. But what's our risk to reward? 5 to 1. So that means we could lose this trade 4 times and win it 1 time. And what happened?
Make money.
How do you like those odds?
I like them.
Did you ever think about that? I could lose more than I win and I could still be free. So imagine if you get real good and win instead of 4, 5 out of your 10 trades. Or get real good and win 6 out of your 10 trades. I just showed you guys that in the beginning to relieve some of the pressure that you may have or that you added onto yourself because of what we're used to, right? From kindergarten.
That's dope.
Right? I'm not saying, hey, you can't win 6, 7, 8. Make sense? You could do that. But I showed you that if you just focus on the process and the journey and have that investor mindset, you can still make money while you're only winning a low percentage of your trades. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're looking at something like this. So you would want it above this zone, also above this trend line. Make sense? Because if it breaks above the trend line and above the zone, you want to be taken out because this might not be valid. Does everybody understand that? So you're looking like this. So I don't use more than 50 pips for a stop loss. That's just me. Did I send you guys this chart or no? I think I did.
You did. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I got one more chart for you guys, and I'm gonna get into some mindset. Okay. Okay. The DXY. Yeah. Ideally, this is what I would like for the DXY to do. Okay. So, is either going to, okay, if I'm cheating you guys. Let me start from the beginning. Okay. Let's go weekly. Let's go to monthly, right? What do you guys see here on the monthly? What is this?
Impulse.
Impulse.
What is this?
Correction.
Correction.
Waiting for continuation.
Everybody agrees?
Yes.
Yep.
That's the monthly. Okay. I'm not going to do nothing on the monthly because I've been marking this chart up a million times already. Okay. This pattern here, whenever this pattern happens in the market, is basically setting up for a reversal. Okay? Every time I drew an end post, which direction did I draw my correction?
Down.
The opposite down.
End post? Is it always down?
Or up.
Which direction am I drawing my correction?
Opposite of the impulse.
Opposite of the end post, right? So when you get a end post and you're going in the same direction, the market is simply setting up for a reversal.
Reversal.
That is called a ascending. Okay? Every line we draw tells us what?
The story.
Every time price came up here, what did it do?
Sold.
What did it do?
Drop.
What did it do?
Drop.
What did it do?
Drop.
Drop. Right? Perfect. Now, this is the DXY. Clint, why are you even wasting time on a DXY, bro? Do we even trade it? Okay. And yes, depending on your broker, you can trade a DXY. Right? But who know what the DXY represents?
$1.
The dollar.
Yep.
So if you knew what a dollar was doing, wouldn't that give you a competitive edge on what to look for in certain pairs?
Gold.
US 30. Yep.
Would that give you a competitive edge?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, right?
All US pairs.
Okay. Let's go daily. Okay. Where are we now, right now, in the market? We are, every time it touched here, what happened? Up. It touched here, what happened? Up. It touched here, what happened? Up. Even here, it went up. So is it a potential that it could go up again?
Yeah, and that'll push that USD CAD up, and then we can look for the drop.
There was potential, right? But over here, within the pattern, we get patterns. Does everybody know that?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, when they came to this key area, it gave us an end post, followed by the end post there. What did it give us?
Correction.
Correction, right? So right now, no matter what, we at the bottom of not only this correction, we at the bottom of what? This correction here, right? So I would like for this to push up one more time. Okay. Me personally, I would rather it push up to the top. And I'm going to tell you guys why in a second. So I'm looking at these two scenarios here. Push up to here, reject, or push up to the top, reject, okay? Now, if your dollar is gaining strength, what does that mean to a pair that's before the dollar?
Losing strength.
If the dollar is losing strength, what does that mean to you with a pair in front of it?
Gaining strength.
Say that again?
Gaining strength.
It's gaining strength, right? Let me just do this here for you guys. Perfect. And we're going to be basically looking at this. And our key area we're going to be gunning for, it's here. Okay. So when this start dropping, right? What should you be doing to appear that's with the currency in front of the dollar?
Buying.
Bye.
Buying, right? I'm gonna send you guys this chart. Okay, I have this. Okay, now I want to go. Anybody ever heard of the pair Euro USD? Anybody heard of that pair before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Clint just told you when you get an impulse, if it goes the same direction, to start getting ready for what?
A reversal.
Wow. Look at this. And look at this. Look at this. And you look at this. What do you think I'm trying to tell you guys here?
Confirmation.
What about telling you guys here?
Be on the lookout for
They're
your
similar.
for the buy.
Say that out loud for the people that just came in from the club.
Be on the lookout for Euro USD for the buy.
Okay.
Right. But if I told you the dollar might do what first?
Go up.
Gain strength.
Gain a little strength, right?
Yeah.
So what that mean for Euro USD?
Gonna go down.
Is that the big dog, Jay?
Yeah, what up, big dog?
Come on, man. Right. Look, guys. Right. So we came into this key area. Right. I'm personally looking for another push where?
To the downside.
I'm looking for one more push. I don't like that one. But then when they get to the bottom here, what do you think I'm gonna be looking for then?
Bye.
Bye.
And then our key area that we're going to be looking for is, yeah. So eventually, we're going to get this. How does this look to you guys?
Better than scalping.
How many pips potential?
1,038.
So 1,000 pips on UCAT, 1,000 pips on EU, 700 pips on GM. That's 2,700 pips.
3 trees.
How much of that, whenever GG bless me on again, it's probably going to be, first quarter next year or whenever she lets me on, right? How much of those moves would you guys have told me y'all caught?
Y'all gonna catch it all?
All of them.
Y'all didn't even catch all the Pokemon. Now y'all tell me y'all going to catch all of them?
Put some Pokemon on the charts.
Now I'm fooling with you guys, man. But, right? How much you going to catch?
All of it.
2,700 pip move between 3 pairs. Now, did I show you guys a 30 pip move?
Nope.
40 pip moves?
Absolutely not.
No.
I showed you guys nothing but major moves.
Yes, because we're investors.
Okay. Now, out of the 2,700, do you need to catch all 2,700 to be successful?
Nope.
No.
No.
I would hope you catch at least anywhere between 25 to 35% of the moves. Yeah?
Yeah.
2,700 pips between UCAT, EU, and GM. Okay? Let's go over gold because I saw that picture was there so y'all can understand what was my thought process through it. That's who love gold here?
When she's acting right.
I did love gold, but when you said what you said, I didn't lost on gold, so I can't love her.
Gold paid me very well today.
Yeah, she paid me this morning. I woke up, that sale had tanked. I was like, yes, Lord.
Paid me very well today. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a few things, right? This was a downtrend. What happened?
It broke.
Broke, right? But Clint, you said sell. So why are you showing me a downtrend got broke? I must be nuts, right? So, no, nothing to do with that, right? Even though it's everything to do with that, but this is not one of those scenarios. What time frame are we on?
Monthly.
Monthly, right?
It reached a certain level.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that too. Yeah. But let's keep it simple. Didn't I keep it simple with you guys all? Let's keep it simple, right?
Yep.
I told you guys the 3 behaviors in the market goes as what?
Impulse.
Course correction, continuation.
Okay. So on the monthly, what did we just recently get?
Impulse.
Let's stop right there.
It looks like it's going in a correction.
Correction.
Right? So does the 1 hour, 4 hour happen before the monthly?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in order for us to get a correction, what must it do on the smaller time frames?
Sell.
So how simple that is?
Say that again. They have to do what?
Somebody help the brother out?
An impulse to the
sell.
upside will give you a correction on a smaller time frame to the downside.
Downside, right? So if it's going to the downside, what direction are we? What should we be doing as investors?
Selling,
right? Okay. Let me get rid of this. I just want to show you guys a lot of confluence, right? Because this is another thing I don't want y'all to miss. Okay. Does anybody know what confluence mean in trading?
It's confirming.
No.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
Various confirmations.
Various confirmations. Yes. You know for a fact I don't draw all these lines, right? But this downtrend, what happened to it?
broke it.
Broke out.
Broke.
It broke, right? That's one, right? Boom. And this area here, what the market used to be?
It used to be a ceiling.
Used to be a ceiling, right? This trend line is representing what?
An uptrend.
Uptrend, right? This key area here.
Now the floor.
A lot of stuff can happen here. Because one, we're retesting what?
This where the ceiling is becoming the floor.
Also, we're retesting what?
The key area.
No, this trend
Where
line.
it broke out from.
The impulse.
No. This trend line, keep it simple, guys. What else we retesting? Just the trend line going up. Right? Let me drop
Yes.
all the time frame. Don't worry, I'm gonna clean all this up. I just want to get the point across, right? This is our end post, right? Not to get confusing with everybody, I'm gonna draw a Fibonacci tool. That's one of your favorite tools. Swing low to swing high. Okay?
Swing high.
This
is the golden.
This trend line, along with that structure, lines up with
The 61.8
wow.
golden ratio.
Keep that in mind. Okay? Let's delete all this mess. Let's go back to the market.
An engulfing bearish. Wait.
All right, so we're gonna come in, knock this out, and then we're gonna simply draw this trend line here. Okay? Go to the weekly. Okay.
You good, Grant?
Yeah. So, guys, what happened here? What was this?
Impulse.
Impulse.
What was this?
Correction.
Correction.
So what?
Continuation.
Now, what are we working with then?
Correction.
Correction.
Well, we could slowly make our way down, and then eventually what would happen?
We'll go up.
We go up.
But we got some major pips to catch on our way down. Okay? Okay. One of Gigi's favorite tools, Fibonacci. Swing. A swing. If we just swing from this entry here to the 50, how many pips is that?
448.
Is that a good day?
Very.
Absolutely.
What if we make it to 618?
800.
And then, so we have between 400 to 800 pips on the way down, but how many pips on the way up?
1800.
Let that sink in. Are y'all following me or am I losing you guys?
Following.
Following.
We're following.
Completely following.
Beautiful, right? This right here was, what technically this is a what?
Downtrend.
Correction.
Don't get too whatchamacallit. Technically, okay? Downtrend, right? Now, along the way, what was this? Impulse? Then what happened?
Correction.
Impulse? Then what happened?
Correction.
Impulse? What happened?
Correction.
So I know, today was the first Friday of the month, NFP. Oh my gosh, we never know what news is going to do, right? But is it a surprise that we got to sell today?
Nope.
Or because we understood what? Impulse and what?
Correction. I think you got them speechless, Clint. They got quiet. It's not magic, it's market structure. My favorite saying.
Let's delete this.
Can you please show me the FIP again?
You say you want to know the fib again?
Yes, because I don't know what are those numbers that lined up.
Oh, okay. You trying to screenshot my fib. My Cash App is.
No, I didn't screenshot. I'm just asking.
This is being gonna be there.
We will pass the plate at the end of the service.
Thank you.
Fib. Okay, I'm gonna draw this fib here. Swing low to swing high. Okay, now we're almost at the 38. That is one of my favorite fibs. So we got another 100 to go. 50, 400, 618, 700. We got another 150 to 750 pips to go to the downside.
Oh, okay. Before it going up?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. And if you want to look here, we can have this here too.
Is that like ascending channel?
No, this is not, remember, ascending channel, descending channel, opposite direction. I'm in the same direction. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Well, we're just going to keep it simple, right? This was our impulse, and we understood that this was our correction.
Right.
Right? Let's go
Yeah.
forward. In my private webinar that I had on Sunday, right? Remember, always know where you at in the market. I understood that we was on the bottom here, okay? And I told my private guys, simple. So listen, guys, this is technically a downtrend, right? Look for a move to the upside, okay? What did we get here? End post? What direction this went?
Flag.
Continuation, right? But how about some people that go, Clint, that's not really too clear for me, this one right here. That's perfectly fine, right? But I always tell people, trade what's clear to you, right? What did it do right here? Give you impulse, followed by what?
Correction.
So was this one clearer than this one?
Yes, much clear.
Right? So now, let's say you caught this move. How many pips? If, for the use that I don't see, it's about 230 pips. Okay? But remember, every line we draw tells us what? You're going to see how everything keep coming back.
The story.
Huh?
It tells us a story.
Tells us a story, right? How did we approach this top line here? Was this impulsively or was this correctively?
Impulse.
It looks like an ascending.
And it's what I call the hook. Every time I see that pattern, I know it's going to reverse.
Yeah, look like a hook.
Correctively, right? But let's say you didn't even know that. But guess what? You came to this line. You draw a line to represent what you should be doing in the key area, right? Never forget where you at. On the daily, we know that we are on top of what? We're on top
So
of
that line is a key level?
Yeah, because we are on top of what now? Huh? What are we on top of?
A correction.
Huh?
Trend line. Trend line.
The correction.
A correction.
To this impulse. Yes? Let's drop back down. Okay. So now I came to that area. What did the market do?
Reversed.
It gave you impulse. Going in what direction?
Down.
Down, right? Gave you a little correction here, right? Continued. Gave you a little correction here, right? Tried to continue. This is where your knowledge got to get kicked in at, right? We didn't get the big, strong breakout. Because I was looking for a strong breakout from this here. I started warning people, hey guys, start looking for yourselves.
That's about when I got in it too and held it until today.
Right? Perfect, right? But guess what? Guess what happened? Only thing the market did was make a bigger pattern. So on the 1 hour, oops, 4 hours. That's 4 hours. Okay, on the 1 hour, okay, that's all it did. We take our fib, swing high, to swing low, right? Only thing we did was do what? Come to the 618. Then the market did what? Drop. Is that a surprise?
Nope.
Fast forward time. Now, I know a lot of you guys, once the market open, whoo, I'm selling this.
Oh.
Right? Is now a good time to sell?
No.
No.
Nope.
Right? Not a good time to sell at all. But one thing I'll say, what did we get here? An impulse.
Got an
We
impulse.
got the impulse.
So now you must patiently wait for what to develop now?
Correction.
So that's it. You're supposed to just patiently wait for a correction. And then from our correction, right, let it scale up a lot. Let it scale up some. More than that even, okay? And then from there, we know we can do what now? Drop down to the bottom or even to where? Keep on going. Because this is our trend line. And what happened? It just broke it. Make sense?
Yes. Sir.
Did I confuse anyone
Not at all.
with anything that I said today? Okay. So before I get into mindset, which I feel is very important, because I could show anybody how to draw a trend line, but if you don't have the proper mindset, right, all of that don't mean nothing. I could show anybody how to enter a trade. I could show anybody how to hold a trade, but if you don't have the proper mindset, does it mean anything?
No.
No, you gotta have mindset.
Gotcha.
Hey, Clint.
Yeah.
Hey, Clint. It's Jamie, man. What's up, baby boy?
Man, cut the rope, man. Cut the rope.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, sir, can you go ahead and post this one and the previous one? I believe it was EU.
EU? I didn't give you an EU?
No, sir.
Oh, wow. I told people don't miss out on 1,000 pips, and nobody asks why I didn't post EU.
What you
Well,
call
hey,
asked you to post it in the chat?
Huh?
Someone asked you to post it in the chat, but you didn't see it.
Hey, Clint, I saw some people joining in on your older chat. Do you pass out the link to your new, like the one where you just drop information?
Yeah, you're better off joining that one because the older one, you know.
Yeah, you gotta make me an admin there so I can clean out some stuff. But he has a new group that will make sure all of you guys get the Telegram link too.
Clint, could I ask you a question?
Give me 2 seconds. I just don't want to.
Not a problem. Hold it.
So wait for a pullback. Wait for a bigger pullback than this. Okay. So wait for a pullback and start selling again. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna open the floor up real quick for some questions for chart related or whatever, and then I'm gonna get into some mindset. Okay, and then we basically gonna wrap it up.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm gonna run over to your Telegram and grab that link. I'll be back.
Any questions before I get into mindset?
Just want to say gratitude, appreciate you.
Oh, appreciate you. I thought Greg had a question, no?
I have a question. If that, is it the bottom line that it go to what happened if it's go through that support all the way past that, break through that support? Is that making a new low?
If you're
Is
selling,
that
if you're selling already, hold it.
yeah?
Hold.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want it to break. As a seller, you want it to break, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Clint, question. Would you be trading throughout the new year? And when would you be starting back trading in January?
Me personally, I'm about to take definitely the last 2 weeks of December off.
Okay.
You know, study some, do stuff, reflect on everything that I did, and I definitely do this week. So we're looking at the second week of January is when I'm gonna be resuming my trading. I'm honestly not even. I'm really contemplating to stop trading now. Because of what gold did this morning. So I'm probably done for the rest of the year. Did I answer your question?
Hey, Clint.
Yeah.
Hey, with so much turmoil in the world right now, I mean, we got, impeachment proceedings, we got tariffs, we got we got tariffs on wine and cheese and steel, and the farmers are going out of business and everything. Just looking at the past 2 years, the market's really been moving, through the holidays. What is your thought process on that? Because I know you look at economics and you look at the world view as a whole.
Somebody told you I did that?
Hey, man, it's Jamie, baby. You know I picked your brain.
Yeah, man. But let me be very, very honest with everybody, right? When it comes to fundamentals, right? Does anybody know fundamental analysis? What that mean?
Yes.
Yes, right? Pretty much everybody. So there's 3 types of analysis, right? There's technical analysis, there's fundamental, then there's sentimental. Does anybody know what sentiment analysis is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I don't have to explain none of that stuff, right?
Explain that.
Just
Explain
some
that.
people who don't know. Yeah, they don't. Maybe somebody don't
Explain,
know. I don't
please.
know.
Listen, let me tell you guys something, right? If you don't know something and you have somebody here that's willing to explain it to you, don't worry about quote unquote sounding dumb because everybody else said yes. You're here to learn. It's midnight where I'm at now. I don't know what time it is where you guys are at. So if you sacrifice your time, your sleep, your day out to the club, your day away from the family, come learn, and you got an opportunity to ask a question, right? And say if I ask a question you truly don't understand, it doesn't matter if 128 of the people said yes, and you're the only one that said no. Say no. Make sense? Never ever fear to say no because you don't want to sound dumb or slow up the class or anything like that. Right? Because Gigi know how I roll on my platform, and I know for a fact Gigi and Grant is the same way. If you say no, somebody start making fun of you. What do you think we're gonna do to that person?
Check them at the door.
That makes
My
sense?
apologies. I did say no, but I was muted.
Oh,
Sorry.
so you didn't say no.
I just found out.
Make sense? All right, so
Yes.
technical analysis, right, is basically based on everything you just see on the chart. Okay? That's all it is. What we did tonight was technical analysis. Okay? When it comes to fundamental analysis, right? That's what Jamie was just talking about now, right? What's going on in this world, watching CNN, right? Logging into the Bloomberg, going to forexfactory.com, reading up on, Wall Street Journal, all that good stuff. You taking account of Trump about to get impeached and everything like that. because what happens in a certain country, according if it's something big, bad, or whatever, it does affect their currency. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sentimental analysis is basically like having a third eye. That's how I like describing it. Like for the woman here, what do you women have that a man don't have?
Intuition.
Say it out loud.
Intuition.
Right? There's a label for it, right? Woman's what?
Women's intuition.
Tuition.
Makes sense?
Yes,
That
sir.
that can actually help you guys in the market. Make sense? That because you go, hey man, you know what? This been happening a million times before, right? I could probably catch this impulse. Gigi is one of those people that I know is very good at catching the initial impulse. Right? Me, because I'm a guy, I don't possess the woman's intuition. I gotta wait for the impulse to happen. Does that make sense? So that's like something when you're going for like your gut feeling and you're going with, basically with your intuition and stuff like that. That's like the sentimental analysis. Now, me personally, right? The majority, a big chunk, a big percentage of the moves I make, the why I press buy or sell, is strictly based on technical analysis. Okay? Me and Gigi got in at the same spot. It's funny that we did, right? All because I saw this impulse here and the way this was correcting up here. Does that make sense? Now, did this trade take me on a little emotional roller coaster?
Yes, and some of our newer traders got scared and let it go.
You can only imagine, right? Did it, right? But because of the knowledge that I have, that I possess, the knowledge that Gigi have possessed, there's nothing that happened within here that told us this is going bad. And besides, we had our stop loss where we had it at. Did it even come anywhere near our stop loss?
Nope.
No, right?
Nope.
Right? Was there a news event this morning?
While I was asleep, woke up over 100 pips profit.
There was a news event this morning. Right, guys? It's called NFP, non-farm payroll. Right? I entered the trade somewhere here on December 4th. My trade didn't fully take off until here, December 6th. Did I predict the news?
Nope.
I didn't. Only thing I saw was an impulse and what? A correction. Right? So remember, guys, yes, I do well in the markets. Yes, I was able to accomplish a lot of great things. But to be honest with you guys, this is my second year of going through like the Christmas holidays with trading. Last year, what I've witnessed, the market moved a little something, right? Gigi, you was around last Christmas.
Yep, that's when I had went through your first boot camp and had just started Forex'nChill from everybody getting on teaching what you're teaching tonight.
Everybody, right? The market's moved a little something, right? So of course, if it's a high impact news in the United States or wherever, of course, no matter what the holiday is, the market is going to move, right? But it's just that with me, right? I would rather just take that time off, or for just one principle. Do we move the markets? Us, right here. That's in this room right now.
No.
It don't matter if all 130 of us were to put 1,000 standards on one trade. We'll be surprised even if it moved a pip. Let that sink in.
6.6 trillion a day. I
Right?
doubt we could move it.
Who moves the market? What's the major players in the market?
Banks.
The banks and
Money makers.
The bank,
hedge funders.
banks,
Institutional.
institutional traders, aka market makers, right? They move the markets. Yes? So who do you guys bank with? Give me some bank names.
Wells
Chase.
Fargo.
Bank of America, Wachovia.
Chase.
Chase, right?
TD.
TD, okay?
Fifth Third.
Now,
Trading your money.
now around Christmas, right? If you try to go into the bank, is there any tellers in there?
No.
What do the bank tell you? What's happening? Please use the ATM. The banks is closed. For what? The holidays, right? So if the banks is major players in the market and they truly move the market, if they on holiday, what should you be doing?
Holiday.
Take your holiday.
So you think you're gonna come in with your 10 cents
Studying.
and just move the markets? No. So I've been trading the whole year. So what do you think? I'd rather just take that time to say no trading?
Yes.
That's just my principle behind why I'm not trading during the holidays. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you catch me, Jamie? Okay, I guess it does. Does anybody have any
No,
questions?
I got you, bro. I had to unmute myself. I'm here at work, so my bad.
No problem, man.
Appreciate you, fam.
Does anybody have any questions before I get into mindset?
Clint,
Yes.
do you have a what time frame do you normally get into a trade?
15 is my sweet spot, but I also like the 30.
15. Thank you.
15 minute is my sweet spot, but I also like the 30.
Hey, Clint,
Mhm.
are you guys doing any boot camps anytime soon?
I got to link up with my other brothers. That's Mr. T Banks. He blessed this platform a few times. Terrell, Rollin, Marios. I can never say his last name. That's another good friend of mine, and my sister, Jessica Lane. We got to link up, mastermind. But we always do one about the first quarter of the New Year. We always do one about the first quarter of the New Year.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
No question, but thank you so much for your time and the nuggets.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so now y'all ready for the real nuggets?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, give me pen and paper.
Because these nuggets right here, it was cool and all, right? How many times have a move set up? Everything lines up, and then you tell yourself, I gotta wait for one more thing to happen. Just for the move to just do what? Take off, right? Or how many times you wasn't confident in yourself, and then you put in a very small lot size? What's the first thing you say when the trade goes in your direction?
God damn.
I should have put more.
Should have put Lambo lots on it.
That's the first thing you say, right? Like, what the heck? I ain't put more. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Lambo lots.
I didn't curse not one time tonight. I'm doing better, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because you're lacking the knowledge, right? It's because you don't have the strong mindset. Can everybody agree? Or the confidence.
Exactly.
Everybody agree with me, right? Or does anybody disagree?
Agree.
Agree.
But that's why I like to spend time. Look, guys, before I even drew a trend line, what was I talking about? It took me an hour before I even drew a trend line. And in that hour, would you agree that you learned a lot before you even knew how to properly draw a trend line?
I knew that if I found out if I could adapt 400, I could be a millionaire.
Make sense? So the question, this is a question I asked my homegirl the other day, right? And I would like to ask you guys this same question here. Okay? The question is simple. When was the last time you celebrated yourself? Let that marinate for about 10 seconds. And then one at a time, answer the question if you please. When was the last time you celebrated you?
December
Today.
2nd when I bought my laptop, high speed laptop.
Okay.
My birthday.
Your birthday?
Today.
What was your birthday?
In February.
February. Ooh, okay. Anybody else? That's it? Only 3?
No, today. I had a spa day.
Spa day?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get the cucumbers?
Yes. How do you know?
Them
And the champagne.
cucumbers on that eye, man. It's a different life.
Absolutely.
You get the stones on the spot?
No, I couldn't do the stones because I had a car accident, so I have a back injury.
Oh man, you could have did the stones and see them. I'm sorry. We're recording. Grant, edit that out. I'm joking. Yeah. So
Last month.
last month. Okay.
And a big celebration, my birthday, July. I took myself to Mexico by myself.
Okay. Beautiful. So we have 121 people. About 5 people said they celebrated themselves.
But you know what? I went for about 30 years not celebrating myself, and I just did recently.
So let's just pretend there's some people shy. They want to be modest. They don't want to say, hey man, I celebrated myself. Why do you think it's important to celebrate yourself? There's 2 things I want to talk about tonight, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Why do you think it's important to celebrate yourself?
To give you the strength, energy, and mindset to keep moving on.
To build confidence.
Okay. So why should you celebrate yourself?
Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Not even that. No, we're not even going to get into that. Why should you celebrate yourself? Like why? Like what did you do to celebrate yourself?
You only got one life to live.
The young lady, why did you take yourself on a spa day? Why? What did you do with that?
Why? Because if we don't celebrate ourselves, who else will? If I don't take care of me, then I'm no good to take care of my family. So my small victories, I celebrate them.
Your small what?
My victories, I celebrate them.
Perfect. So let me tell you guys something, right? I asked my homegirl that, and then she went into deep thought. She said, I'd never been asked this question before. Okay? And then she realized she hadn't celebrated herself in a while. Okay? And then her response to me was, hey, listen, man, I have nothing to celebrate right now because I'm waiting to get accomplishments. So I could give myself a reason to celebrate myself. So then I asked her this question, which I'm going to ask you guys this, right? Do you guys pay your rent or your mortgage on time?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of you not answering.
Most of the
Yes.
time.
Yes, even early.
Ooh, maybe that was a tough one. Okay, now, right? Do you guys pay your light bill and your gas bill on time?
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a while since one of you guys had candles to keep the light.
Most of the time.
Right? You pay it on time, right? Do you guys have stuff to eat every day?
Yes.
It may not be lobster and steak, but do you have stuff to eat every day? Yes?
Yes.
Keep some ramen noodles in them. Cover it.
Yes.
Listen, brother. I still eat that to this day. It's tasty. Makes sense? Right? What else? Did you wake up?
Yes.
For the last 37 days, because 30 days in November, 7 days in December. Did you wake up?
Yes, sir. The last 36 years woke up.
Woke up every day, right? Didn't miss a day. Right? So you got to get used to celebrating yourself, right? So I said that to her. You know what was her response? But Clint, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be able to feed my child. I'm supposed to pay these bills on time. But how many people are not in position today to do that?
A lot.
A lot of people.
So many.
Right? A lot of people, right? Anybody here on this call have a job?
I just got off work.
Oh, appreciate you, young man, for getting on with me after a long day of work. Right? So when I was working, right, I went up to my manager. I said, listen, man, I think it's time for you to give me a raise, man. Could you just give me $1? How many quarters is in $1?
4.
So if I work if I work 40 hours, how much money am I asking for?
$40.
Say that again?
$40.
I'm only asking for what? $40. An extra $40. Right? Guess what? Guess, and then they say, hey, why should we give you a raise? Then I did the good old, listen, man, I'm always here on time. I always stay late. I come in on my days off. Sometimes when a job, 4 people and everybody calls out, I do the job of 4. I raise the sales. I do this, I do that. And they said, according to the position that you have, that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. Yes? And do you think they gave me a raise?
More than likely not.
I didn't get a raise. Right? So now think about that perspective, right? How you think I felt, or how do you feel when that happens? Where you feel like, yo, I bust my behind, man. And you tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel when that happens?
You broke up on that last part. What was that again?
I'm sorry, right? So when they say no, that they're not giving you a raise, and then you tell you, so yo, I bust my behind, man. How do you feel when they say no?
Beat down. You feel unappreciated.
Unappreciated, right? Stuff like that, right? So them giving you a raise, isn't that a way that your job can celebrate you?
Yes.
Yes? That's the way your job can celebrate you, right? So why is it that now you're telling yourself, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do, right? So I sit and celebrate myself. Are you following me, or am I losing you guys?
Nope, following
I
you.
got you.
Yep.
I'm supposed to pay the rent and the mortgage. I'm supposed to have food on the table. I'm supposed to do these stuff. Go celebrate that. Listen, recently, right? Just celebrate life itself. Listen, man. Recently, I had a 23-year-old sister. Passed away at the age of 23. Left a 3-year-old behind.
My condolences, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Who would have thought a 23-year-old which is pass away. Right? Think about that. Who would have thought that? Who would have predicted that? So whenever you wake up, is that a blessing or is it supposed to happen?
A blessing for sure.
Definitely a blessing.
100%. Right? So even if you don't feel like you accomplished anything for the month, for 1 month, if you just want to celebrate the fact that, hey man, for 30 days, I woke up and I had an opportunity to become a better version of myself. Celebrate. Now, what's ways you can celebrate? The young lady just says, hey, she went on a spa day today. Right? If you don't mind me asking, how much did that cost you?
How much did it cost my husband? $375.
You talk like my
But it brought him some peace of mind, so I'm sure it was worth it.
Exactly.
Trust me, I know that talk. $375, right? There's 30 days in a month. That's about $15 a day. Who here can afford to put $15 a day to the side? And if you can't afford to do it, what that tell you?
You should be trading Forex.
Yeah.
Need to get a mentor quick.
To make some changes.
Good segue, right? $15 a day. You would get $375 and you could go to a spa, get your toes massaged, get some hot stones on your spine, sit in a sauna, walk around with a robe and a towel on your head. You look rich for a day for $375. How did you feel when you left that spa today?
On cloud 9.
That's my favorite thing to do ever.
Beautiful. You felt you was on cloud 9.
I was on cloud 9.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do that at least once a month?
I do it bi-monthly, every other month.
Oh, I'm sorry. You already got a routine. So no matter
I
what,
do.
every 2 months, she's celebrating herself.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the habit of celebrating yourself, guys. God, the house that you live in, right? Get up out of there. Go get an Airbnb in a neighborhood that you have no business being in because you look at your bank account, right? You go rent the whole entire penthouse for less than $500. Rent it out for one night. Look at the views. Take yourself out to dinner. Go buy yourself a little ice cream cone. One thing my wife like doing, hey man, I just like getting my hair and my feet and my nails done. That's it. She does that. She's happy. That's her way of celebrating herself. That's her little peace of mind. Get in the habit of celebrating yourself. Because you have so much to celebrate for. At the end of the day, we only got one of these things, and that thing is called life. We don't get a reset button, right? I know there's a lot of stories that you leave this shell behind, but you go do something else, right? But at least while you're in this shell, you want to live life to your fullest potential. How many people is on the other side with lots of regrets? Dang, I wish I did this. Or even now on the other side, how many people's like 80, 90? You know, we hear it from all the old heads all the time. Man, if I was your age, I would have been blah, 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 blah. Well, you were my age. Oh man, I wish I could be your age again so I could be able to do blah, 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 blah. Who here wants to be that person? It doesn't matter how small the victory is. Hey, man, I pay my rent on time this month. Let me go eat a steak today. In the restaurant, a steak is about $50, $60. In the supermarket is about $8 to $12. Am I lying?
No, you are not.
I'm gonna shop at Whole Foods where the steak is like $87.99. Right? But in the supermarket, steaks is very cheap, right? Even if you don't go out there and go to a restaurant, hey, buy yourself a steak and say, I'm eating this whole steak to myself. That's how I want to celebrate myself. How much does a bottle of wine cost? Not much, right? How much?
$17, and you got Groupon. I do my spas from Groupon.
Oh, there
Get
we
everything done for like $120.
right.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, talk, right? How much does it cost to light a candle and run a bubble bath?
Nothing.
I mean, it costs for the candle and the bubbles. And place,
Yeah, I mean dollar store.
right, there we go. Right?
Bath and Body Works just had a beautiful sale.
There we go.
Hey, you can get a straw and put some Dawn in the water and blow bubbles. Hey, that's $3.99.
There we go.
Another nugget, travelzoo.com, flights, hotels included. You can go out the country for almost $400, $300.
Listen, I hope look what this went into now, right? You could get real creative. Now, did I say go, man, only way you can celebrate yourself, go get yourself a Lambo? No. We'll get there. Hey, I'm gonna celebrate myself by go and buy a bust down rollie. No. I know Meek Mill rap about it. We'll get there, right? A simple bubble bath while you made a steak with a side of mac and cheese, side of mashed potatoes. Your bubble bath running, you're sipping your wine, listening to Neo Soul, Keith Sweat, whatever y'all listen to. As long as it's not R. Kelly, right? Tell the kids go to your friend's house. Tell your husband, hey man, go shoot some pool with the boys. I just want the house to myself. If you tell your husband, go shoot the pool with the boys, how many of them is out? Oh, y'all don't want to admit it. Okay. They all out.
Say that again.
If you tell your husband, hey man, go shoot some pool with the boys, man, I want the house to myself.
He'd be like, all right, good.
Right? Fellas, if you tell the wife, hey man, go out with the girls, go have a girls' night out. I just want the crib to myself, man. How many of them is out?
Shoot, she out when I say go. Gone. Credit card gone.
Make sense? Get in the habit of celebrating yourself. So one thing I would love for all you guys to do, right? Write down a date for this month that you're going to take out to celebrate yourself. Think about when it comes to your money. Everybody getting your money. The landlord or the bank is getting your money. Car insurance is getting your money. Car notes getting your money. The light bill's getting your money. Uncle Sam is getting your money even before you get your money. And all you guys is Forex traders. The market is taking your money. Everybody's taking your money, right? So when are you going to take your money? And just celebrate yourself. And we just established $8 steak. I know y'all make Kraft macaroni and cheese. None of y'all know how to make baked macaroni and cheese for real, right? A $3 box of mac and cheese. Right? $2 box of mashed potatoes. You can celebrate yourself for under $50 just in the house with a $12 bottle of red wine or Moscato, whatever y'all like. Right? And another thing too, right? I want to get real serious about something here. Right? A lot of you come into this industry called Forex, right? And y'all go, hey man, I'm gonna make this happen. I finally found my way out. You've been praying, you've been going through all the BS you've been going through, and God finally put something in your lap. Hey young man, hey young girl, this thing is called Forex. It could change your life. Only thing you have to do is going to take time to study and learn the skill, and one day is going to have you living your wildest dream. That's what happened after you prayed for all the opportunity. Then that's what happened when you met somebody or you was online or something, you came across a thing called Forex. That's what happened when you ended up on this call today, right? But a lot of the time, what do people do? Ah, man, I got this in 30 days. I'm going to take $40 and turn it to $1.7 million. Right? But then you realize that this is kind of hard. You realize that this might take a little work. I might have to sacrifice a few things so I could put in some more time on the chart. And then instead of you realizing the goal that you literally got in your hand, instead of you realizing, right, the skill that not only could benefit you, but it can benefit your great, great, great grandkids, because you can all teach them. You come here and BS it because it didn't work in 30 days. It didn't work in 60 days. It didn't work in 90 days. Everything that's good, it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. It takes time. And then you literally just go, see this $6.6 trillion that I got access to every day? I don't want no parts of this. And you basically walk away from $6.6 trillion. Saying that out loud, how does that even sound? You walk away from $6.6 trillion. Let me tell you something about me, guys. Me, I was working 2 jobs, right? I'm not like a lot of you guys with the big corporate jobs. I was paying the big high salary, 80, 90, 100 grand a year, all that good stuff. Right? Killing myself. 18-hour days from both jobs accumulated, not including travel. It's only 24 hours in a day. Right? A little bit more about my background. I know a lot of you guys got your good old degree. Know what I got? GED. Does anybody know what a GED is? You don't have to answer the question. That's my level of education in the school system, or GED. When I saw this, when Forex came across my lap, and I made the decision like, yo, this is what I'm going to do. I committed 1,000%. A lot of you guys commit 20%, 40%, 70%, but you don't commit all the way. You give yourself room to say, I'm out if this don't work within a certain time. My mentor, Stevenson Linder, he makes a minimum. Matter of fact, I shouldn't say the number because just in case if he's ducking the IRS or something, I'm joking. He makes a minimum of 7 figures a year. It took him 7 years in order to put himself in that position. Do you think he has to worry about life anymore for the rest of his life? Financially, at least? No. You guys, you would go to school for 24 years to get a job you're not even happy with. But come to $6.6 trillion and after less than a year go, this ain't it. I'm out. When I saw this, I literally told myself, this is it for me. I have to make this happen. I will make this happen. Because I've heard enough stories and I've seen enough people go, oh, all right. You make this money? Okay, you make this money. Okay, you make this money. What's the difference between me and them? My friend, he wasn't posting life-changing profits, anywhere between 30 to about $80, but he was consistently posting it. I said, if my friend could do it, why can't I? My first trade I ever made, I made $5. Once I did that, I said, nah, this is real, because I made $5 not even knowing what the heck I'm doing. So imagine when I learned what I'm doing, what I could truly do. There was no way out for me. Like, nah, I'm going to work this until it works for me. The background I come from, I don't come from a normal background like normal people. Well, I didn't have both parents. My father, I just met him last year at the age of 29. I met him. Well, it was about, matter of fact, I'm lying, it was like 2016 going into 17. No, I lied. Basically at the age of 29 when I met him. Going into 2018. Yeah, there you go. That's when I met him. Going into 2018, I met him. For the first time. Right? My mom, she wasn't always there. The streets had her. By the time I was 11 years old, I was in over 10 homes. I'll repeat that again. By the time I was 11 years old, I was in over 10 homes. But the thing is, I went into the system when I was about 10. So, why is it that Clint Millien, person that went through the system, and have pretty much both parents, his level of education is a GED. Saw this and made it work. And some of you guys have both or one parent. Some of you guys got more than a level of education higher than a GED. Some of you guys never even went to sleep hungry. Have you ever went to sleep laying on your stomach, but your back is touching the bed? Let that image sink in for a second. When I saw this opportunity, I got introduced to a platform, right? I didn't even have enough money to sign up. I gave my friend my card anyways. and I got overdrawn, charged an extra $35 for signing up to learn about this skill. But you guys will come in and play. Man, I ain't do nothing in 6 months. Forget this Forex thing. You're walking away from $6.6 trillion a day. Say that out loud and you see how crazy you sound. I knew it wasn't only I that depended on making this happen. She never said it, but I knew my mom depended on me making this happen. Right? Because yes, even though I went through what I went through, I reconnected with her at a later time in life and we rekindled our relationship. So if I walked away, if I didn't make it happen, not only would I be failing myself as a man because I committed to do something, but I'd be failing my mom as well. Some of you guys had a way better start than I did. And I'm not talking about born into millions of dollars. Some of you guys, according to the school system, supposedly smarter than I am. So why little old me can make it happen? And you guys are scared to make it happen. When it comes to this Forex thing, only thing it takes is hard work and dedication. I am no different than any other successful trader out there. But now I'm in position that I never have to worry about a dollar again. I'm in position that I could teach my kids how to do this and they probably never have to work a day in their lives. I'm in position that if I choose to, I could literally celebrate myself every single day. Are you willing to do that? Or are you just gonna walk away because it's a little hard? One thing me, Gigi, Grant have in common is that we all did what? We all got mentors. Told you at the beginning, hey, I got a mentor. Gigi been telling you forever that she has a mentor. Grant just said today, hey, he has a mentor. If it's hard for you, get one or connect to a platform that's going to teach you. Or keep coming on these free calls. Why do you think me, Gigi, and a couple other people do free calls? Because we know there's a lot of people out there that do want to change their lives, but may not have the money to be able to do so. So we give back so we can uplift our people. Because we know how it was when we was first coming up to struggle. And we all made the decision that once we break through, we're going to reach back and help at least one person climb the ladder. We have something good here when it comes to this vehicle. right? Got to remember one thing, right? This is the vehicle is called Forex. You went out there, you saw it. Oh my gosh, this is the vehicle. The destination is financial freedom. The destination is freedom. So you got in the vehicle, you put in your GPS. This is where I'm currently at. And now I need to get the freedom. I need to get the financial freedom. You put in GPS, right? Now, as you're driving in this vehicle, right? Could we agree that we might make a mistake? Of course, dag, I got off the wrong exit. But even in real life, when you get off the wrong exit, only thing your GPS say is rerouting. Does the destination change? No. Only thing that can possibly happen is you get added more time. Dag, I just blew my account. Okay, rerouting. Dag, I just lost 30% of my account. Okay, rerouting. Get on the highway, you thought it was a clear path. Dag, we're stuck in traffic. But guess what? Only thing the GPS going to do is either rerouting, add in time, or take away some time. It would never change the destination unless you yourself go in there and change the destination. Are you going to be riding and you'd realize, dag, I need some gas? Okay, rerouting. Are you going to be riding and realize, dag, I need to use the bathroom? Okay, rerouting. The destination don't change. It's still the same. Financial freedom and freedom. That's where we headed. You already told the GPS where you was at, right? You just told the GPS where you want to go. And it basically gave you the route you need to go. Only thing you have to do as a person is keep driving and following the route. It went from 30 minutes because you made a wrong turn. You added an extra 15. Name one time you got in your you got in your car, you're driving. Name one time you say, forget this, I'm going home. I ain't going no more. Never. Why? Because you already knew the destination you're going and you need to get there. Wow, 18-wheeler spent off on the highway. I'm just stuck in traffic. You don't go, I'm getting off the next exit, I'm going back home. But the beautiful thing about this is the cool part. When you finally get to your destination, right? Because Gigi, Grant, me, there's a few of us on the other side, right? When you finally get to that destination called freedom and financial freedom, because you're trying to get to us, you get a chance to do what? Tell your story. Oh man, you wouldn't believe what happened to me on my way here. I got off the wrong exit a few times. I had to stop for gas. I was stuck in traffic. I had to use the bathroom. I had to get off the next pit stop. 18-wheeler flipped over. Nobody got hurt. I was stuck in traffic for an extra 30 minutes. This rider was supposed to take an hour, but it ended up taking 3.5 hours. Right? You tell your story. Make sense? When you get there, you're finally what? Relieved. I'm finally here. And you appreciate it even that much more because you realize all the BS you had to go through to finally do what? Make it to your destination. You chose your vehicle already. You chose Forex. Don't look for no excuses to walk away. have 1,000% commitment. When I said this, I saw, man, I have to make this work. I could literally sit there on the computer, learn how the market move, and once I figure that out, it's going to pay me. I used to have candles to keep the light on. Now I learned these candles, the light shine a little different now. Don't be the person to say I walked away from $6.6 trillion. Don't be the person that says I walked away from a skill set that I could teach not only me, but my children's children's children. Don't be the person because you got off the wrong exit that says rerouting, you turn your car around and go all the way home, back home. Because if you ever did that, keep in mind, how is that ride going back home? Would you start saying, Dad, man, I wasted all this time going out there, I wasted gas, I did all that for nothing. Think about that, right? You don't even want to play music in the car, you just want to turn it on.
This way. How do I do this?
Right? Let that sink in. All right, guys, that's my story. That's the mindset I got for you guys. Guys, I gave you guys about 4 moves. Please be in position to take it. Okay? Gigi, Grant, thank you for allowing me to speak on your platform.
Oh man, thank you, thank you. Everybody's blowing up the chat. They're simply amazed at your powerful, not just your charting skills, but your mindset. Your mindset has always been like, that's what drew me to you last year when I started following you. I would get on these sessions, and every time when you came with the mindset, it was something powerful, something different. God bless you, man. Still lifting you and the family up in prayers, and we truly appreciate you. We had a lot of people jumped in your chat tonight. I didn't have the link to your new chat. You might want to drop it in your older one so they can follow you as much as possible. Guys, do y'all appreciate what you heard tonight, what you learned tonight?
Yes,
Thank
gratitude.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Y'all see why I
Thank you
started
again,
following-
Clint.
Yeah, I started following this guy a year ago, and it literally changed my life, being a part of his free group, his free sessions like this. And, it was because of him that I really started this platform. I used to jump on his sessions all the time with a notebook, pen and paper, and I really, really learned from this guy. So this would be dropped tomorrow. It's the weekend, of course. We have to thank Grant for always recording, taking care of us. So just give him some time to work on it. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Clint, you're welcome back anytime.
Perfect. One thing I always say, I always look at the number, right? That's the mindset. I think we started this group at 130 today, right?
Yeah, it went up to 140 something.
40. That is a good number, right? But look, guys, right? 140 people started. 35 people walked away from the most important part.
Yep.
Right? Hey,
Rerouting.
maybe some people had to go to sleep, whatever, right? But it's that. What are you willing to do to achieve the success? Stay up an extra hour, right? Because, I always tell Gigi all the time, we as people, we don't have to do this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Clint, I don't think you saw Steve Lovin's comment. He's a great friend of mine from back home. He said that he really enjoyed this. He just came out of prison. He actually learned to trade on pencil and paper in prison. He's told his story on some of my Facebook Lives before. You guys really need to connect. He's got a powerful story too.
That's beautiful. That's
Like
beautiful.
he literally was in prison with pen and paper trading and made like $32,000.
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, we got to get his story on here. Some people were asking last week how to follow him, and I'm like, let me ask him if it's okay first. But yeah, so you touching a lot of lives, man.
Beautiful. So one thing I always do for Gigi's thing, right? If anybody would like mentorship or just connect with me on a one-on-one basis, you could text me on Telegram or on Facebook. It's just my first and last name, Clint Millien. You can reach out to me, right? And then anybody that always drop Forex'n'Chill, if you're coming from Gigi's camp or this session, whatever, I'll always give you guys a discount, right? So whenever I'm on Gigi's session, I always open up for just 5 people. So it'll be the same thing. Just I open up for 5 people. Once some slots is filled, I'm basically, just going to focus on those 5 people that's coming out of this session, right? So if you ever want to link up with me personally, just text me the keyword Forex'n'Chill so I can know you came from this camp, so I could give you a nice little discount because you come from Gigi's camp. Okay?
That's
So
how family does it.
other than that, love all you guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys. I know this has started at 10, 11, 12, 1, 3 hours. If I appreciate you guys. Get some rest. I know you guys from all over the world. And then think about everything I said tonight. Then most importantly, don't forget to celebrate yourself.
All right, everybody unmute and tell Clint good night and thank you. I love
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Clint, so much.
Thank you,
Thanks
Clint.
again, Clint.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thanks,
Thank
Clint.
you. Good
Thanks,
night.
brother.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Gigi.
you.
Clint, good night.
God bless you.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I'm praying for you and your family.
Absolutely.
Be like
Thanks, Clint.
y'all telling me. I just need y'all to do me one favor, okay? Can y'all
Okay.
do me a favor? Okay, there's one person that makes a lot of sacrifices in the background. She doesn't get applauded a lot in the public eye, but I obviously celebrate her. It's my wife. Okay? This young lady, man, trust me, she could be very selfish to go, hey babe, we got enough money, man. You just need to focus on me and the family. But for her to sacrifice her time with me, right? So I could go out there and basically help those that need help. So I need everybody to say thank you to Jackie Millien. Can y'all do me that favor?
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Thank you, Jackie Million.
Thank you,
Appreciate you for
Thank you
letting
so
us
Thank you,
much.
borrow
Jackie.
your
Thank you,
and
Jackie.
his
Very
wisdom and his
important.
knowledge.
Thank you, Jackie, for
Forex.
sharing him.
Thank you,
Yeah, thank
Jackie.
you.
We appreciate you.
We love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Spa day, Jackie.
I appreciate you guys. Gigi, thank you for allowing me on your platform. I know when it comes to platforms, it's but so many people we can allow on because, people come on, they trust you. So anybody you bring on, that means they automatically gain their trust. And I know you're very limited on who you let speak on your platform.
You know that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for thanking my wife. Y'all just earned me some brownie points, right?
Anytime.
All right, guys.
Everybody.
Thank
Till
you. And
next
thank you.
time, have a
Thank you,
great
Grant,
weekend.
also.
Yes.
Gigi and
Thank you,
Gigi.
Grant.
Thank you, Grant.
Thank you, Grant, and everybody. We are all family.
Yes, JG. Thank you so much.
Be blessed, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Night,
night.
Gigi.
Bye.
Good
Good night.
Good night.